It's my first international trip. Should I take my bank card for transactions for shopping in a foreign country? Should I select local currency or the host currency while making payments? Would my bank card be accepted for shopping in a foreign country? If you have all of these questions, this quick guide is for you, especially if you're a first time international traveler. I understand making payments and carrying the currency can be a headache, and there are some don'ts that I want to start my video with. The first of which is never exchange currency at the airport. That's the worst exchange rate that you can get. And number two is don't carry all of your cash in one place. Make sure that you distribute it in your wallet, in your small bag, etc. Number three is that don't ignore the conversion fee plus the convenience fee that might be charged while you're getting the currency exchange done. Number four is don't forget to set a daily withdrawal and spending limit on your bank cards while you're traveling to a foreign country. I'm going to share 5 top options I have for you, and then also stay till the end because I'm going to share some hacks and some tips that I found nowhere else and I was able to figure them out by myself, and you may enjoy trying them out too. Ultimately, of course, you will have to make decisions based on the urgency, based on your situation, but it's not a harm to know all of the options before. The first option is to take the foreign currency from your home country itself. The second option is to get your currency exchanged in the foreign country. The third option is to use your bank card for withdrawal in a foreign country. The fourth option is to use international transactions on your bank card, credit or debit card. The fifth option is to get a forex card. Let me explain the cost and process for each of these in detail so that you know what is the best for your situation. And of course, again, to remind you, stay till the end because I have some hacks for you. Number one, if you are a person who likes to stay all prepared and still have some time in your journey, this one is for you. You should ideally be exchanging the currency from your home country itself. Make sure that you get it from a trustworthy exchange, as you may never know which notes are real and which notes are fake, especially with a foreign currency. Also check the limit of the amount that you can carry as cash with you, as there are some countries who can put an upper limit of how much amount of cash you can carry with you while you're entering the country. Also suggest carrying a receipt of the exchange with you just in case of immigration inquiries. The second option is, of course, nobody's favorite, to get the exchange done in the destination country. For that, you have to carry the cash with you from your home country itself. Then you have the hassle of finding the trustworthy exchange near the place where you're staying, and then also check the conversion fee and the convenience fee they might be charging you. It's of course a hassle, and I only suggest this in case of emergencies or if you did not have any time to prepare before you left your home country. The third option is to use your bank card for cash withdrawal in the foreign currency. Now this one, I would say, depends. If I were to go back and do this thing again in Indonesia, I would definitely do it again because there were almost no charges on the top of the conversion fee that I had, and it was very little fee. It was almost nil, and I could just get as much cash as I wanted to as many times in the day. But if I were to do the same thing in Europe, I would never do it because there was almost sometimes 20 to 25% of the conversion plus convenience fee that some of these ATMs were charging. So anyway, even if you are in a rush and you want cash from the foreign ATM, then you should check for the authentic banks that they have, the local banks that they have, and how much conversion fee plus convenience fee they are charging you. Now coming to the fourth one, which is to use your international debit or credit card directly for the shopping or for any transactions in the foreign country. So this one, I would say, if you come from India, then usually 4 to 5% is the conversion fee that the banks usually charge, and then there's a GST on the top of it, which is I think 18 or 20%. So let's say if you're making a transaction for $10, and you will end up paying $10.4 or $10.5, including the conversion fee, plus there might be some GST on the top of that conversion fee, which can lead you to almost maximum 10.7 or 10.8 dollars on a transaction of $10. So this one might feel small when it comes to smaller amounts of transactions, but if you're going to be shopping a lot, this can pinch you. Another point to keep in mind while using your card at the POS is to make sure that you select the local currency of the country which you're visiting and not your home currency. Let's say if you are from India and you are visiting the US, then you will be given an option between Indian rupees and US dollars. Always select US dollars. Fifth one, the best option of course, but not ideal for some travelers, which is the forex card. So the beauty of the forex card is usually you only pay the fee for loading, and you don't have to pay the conversion or the convenience fee for every transaction. So you're safe there. But with the forex card comes the responsibility to also use it every few months or so, because most of the banks, if they lend this card to you, they think you are frequent travelers outside of your home country, and they would charge you if you do not spend in the foreign currency, let's say for a stretch of many months. Now, the hack here is to go for a forex card, borrowing it from some local currency exchange that you might have around you. So in this case, you pay a small fee for loading and you just get the card from them, and you can use their card and you have to return it when you come back to your country. Now, my favorite section, the hacks, and these are really offbeat and some of them are funny, so please bear with it. Number one is to get some friends that live in the country where you're visiting. So let's say if I was visiting in Estonia, this is a true story by the way. I found a friend who was okay to cooperate, and she was able to lend me her local card and even cash, and I used to then pay her back in Indian rupees in her Indian bank account. So it was easy for me, no transaction fee, no conversion fee, nothing at all. And even for her it was okay because she was wanting to spend in that currency and she wanted Indian rupees, so we were able to cooperate, and this was the best solution ever. I did the same thing in the US, where my friend was staying there. She gave me her US card, and then I transferred the Indian rupees in her Indian account. The second option is to use these up-and-coming apps like Wise and Revolut. So you can get a digital and even a physical card at times based on the residency that you have, and also based on their terms and policies, etc. For Wise, I think they are not very active in India at the moment with the cards. But if you are able to get one, then the conversion fee is very, very low. So you can load this, just use like forex card, and the fee is extremely low. The third one is to get a bank card which has a very little international transaction fee. I recently got a card which has only 1% instead of the 4-5% that I was talking about, and this one was ideal for me because I don't have to think too many times before using that card, and the amount that it adds up is also very little. But this really depends on your profile, and also it depends on the card, bank offers, etc. So make sure that you keep an eye, and if you get any offers, just claim it. I hope you found this video useful, and if you still have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. And if you found any value in this video, please make sure to drop a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.